Hello, I'm Gene from one of PJG's jewelry studios, and this is what we're going to make today.
Let's get started. This is the bead pendant we're going to make today. It's an interchangeable pendant. You can swap out the beads for your choice. It works like this. It's got a little catch right here, and you push that back and you can open it up, and you can take these beads off, put them back, change any kind you want. This is what she looks like on the inside. This is the back part of it. And there's a little bitty place here for this wire to rest in, right in the center here. And then when you put the latch down, it's locked in place. And that's it. We'll get started. All right, I've got some wires wrapped already here to save a little time. And what it is, basically, I got 3 wires here. These are round wires, 21 gauge, half hard, and they're 20 inches. There's 20 inches long for the longest one. The next one is 8 inches long, and then 4 inches long. And we're going to wrap these right in the center. I've got the center mark right here, and we're going to put a wrap on there. So let me bring in my wrap wire and my flat nose pliers. And I'm using 18 gauge half round wire, half hard, so it'll be good and strong as a hinge. This is going to be your hinges. This is going to go right on here, and I'm going to move over about 1/4 inch to the left, and I'm going to wrap like this, and we're going to go about 1/4 inch past the mark that I marked on the wires. And we'll just get a few wraps here. This takes a little while here. I'm going to put about 14 wraps on it. It's not critical. You could put more or less. You don't want too big of a hinge there. And let's see what we're getting here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. A few more. That's probably enough. It's not that critical. It doesn't have to be exact. So, okay, I'll bring in my flush cutters. Cut this off on an angle here. Swap it around. Cut this one off on an angle, and then press them down. Okay. All right, now we can remove the tape. Sometimes it don't want to come loose too good. Okay. Sticks to my fingers pretty good. Yep. I know there's an end somewhere here. There it is. There's a better way to do that. You can fold that end over just a little bit so it'll be stuck to itself and it'll come off a lot easier. All right, now we got the wires out. Now, the center wire is a short wire. That's going to be the one the beads rest on. Okay, let's review this now, make sure we've got it correct. You've got 3 round wires here. One's 20 inches long, one's 8 inches long, and one's 4 inches long. And the center wire, as you can see, is the short wire. That's going to be the one that the bead rests on. And what we're going to do now is take and make the back part of the bead, which is this part right here. This is going to, the way we do that, we take and bend this wire up just a little, like this, and then bend it back down a little like that. The other side, bend it up, and then bend it back down. And that makes a little thing like this. And can you come in a little closer on that right now? That's a little offset in the wires there. All right, now we're going to bring it back around, and we want the cut side of the wrap wires facing us. Okay, I'm going to bring in 2 wires here. Let's see if I can find them here. These are 2 8-inch 21 gauge square, dead soft, and well, one of them is a wrap wire, I believe. I got the wrong wire there. There we go. Oh, still got the wrong wire. Which one of them wires is it? This is it. Okay. Now we got it. All right, put this right up here next to the ends of that 8-inch round wire, and we come down with it. So we got the center here, and it's going to look like this. All right, then you can just bend these down a little out of your way. There's no problem there. And we're going to wrap this right in here. So bring in a piece of wrap wire, put a little bend on the end of it, and bring it right there. And then we start wrapping. That's that one. Okay, you don't have to start real close because it'll slide down. Just bring it out a little bit. Bring it down. And now we can kind of slide these down a little bit. Get them closer to the other hinge. And continue wrapping. Okay, put another wrap on it. All right, then we're going to take this short one here, and we're going to pull it tight and wrap it back. And then we're going to bring it through, bring the channel, the pliers in here, and bring that over. That 18 gauge wire is a little stiff. Okay. Now I'm going to take flush cutters, and we want to cut this on the same side, so I need to bring this back over here. Yeah, back off one and cut it right here. That's going to be cut on the same side as we cut the large wrap. And then we bend that back down. And let's see, we got 4 wraps there, that's plenty. Cut this one off here. And mash that down. And kind of straighten these wires up a little bit. All right. Now, what we got so far, got the wrap here with the cut wires facing you. Got the wrap wire here with the cut wires facing you. So we're going to do the other side now. You can bend these out of the way a little bit so we have room to wrap. Get our wrap wire back here and put a little offset in it. And we'll start on it. Make sure you get those straight. Down. Come on around with another one. Dash it down. Another wrap. Dash it down. Another wrap. Dash it down. Another wrap. Down. Another wrap. Mash it down. And then let's see what we got here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. We need to take this last wrap here and get that little kink out of it right there. Bring it around. And we can mash it down. Then we take the flush cutters and we cut that off right there. Turn it around. Cut that one off right there. And then we can mash that down. That down. All right. Now, we got those in. All right. What we're going to do next is we're going to take and mark this these 3 wires here now, and we're going to go 7/8 of an inch out from that wrap, and I'll put a little mark on it here. That'll be about right. Now I want to get it right close here. Right there, be 7/8 of an inch. Right there. I don't know if you can see that too good. Yeah, mark it better. Okay, got that one. All right, we're going to do the same thing with the other side. It'd be work better if I hold it down here and mark that one. Okay, now we're going to take and bend these up, bring them right on up. Let's see, just those 3. Kind of straight there. Okay. See what we got here. All right. Now we're going to take and make another bend right there where we marked that 7/8 of an inch. We're going to come in on about a little better than a 45-degree angle there. And the same thing over here. Whoops, my wires are crossed in there. Now, all right, about like that. And then we're going to come up. I didn't mark it, but it's not that critical. You can go about a 1/2 inch or so right up here, and you bring this back up like that, and this one back up like this. And they're going to fit together like that. Okay. Let's see, next we're going to take and wrap those up, and we're going to put a piece of wire in for a catch. And this is the wire I got here. It's a little longer than what we're going to use. We're going to cut it off, but I need it long to be able to make it. We're going to bring in round nose pliers. Make sure the end is squared off with a flush cutter. And we're going to bring it to about the center of the round nose pliers. I'm going to roll it all the way up and over like that. And that's a pretty good little curve there. And I'm going to get some wrap wire here. Get it ready. Okay, let's see. Now, we're going to put this little wire, if I can pick it up, in here. And we want it facing us, the little circle facing us. So we're going to raise it way on up for right now, like that. And we're going to put this wrap wire on here. And we're going to wrap. One. Turn that over. See, we can kind of bend these wires out of our way. Another wrap. Three. Let's see here, we're going to push that down a little bit. Okay, we're going to put about 4 wraps on it. 3. And 1 more. Okay, that's 4 wraps there. Now let's kind of review that a little bit. All right, we went ahead and we come up 7/8 of an inch from this wrap wire to here, made our bend, come over about a 1/2 inch and went back up to make it come back up straight. Done the same thing on the other side. Then we're going to put 4 wraps on this wire right here, which we need to bring around to the back side and put the cut sides on the inside, not the outside. So the cut sides will be on this side right here. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to cut this off right now. That one there. Turn this around and cut this one off right here. And we're going to take these wires and we're going to catch the very tip end of the wire there. Kind of bend it up a little bit and push it down. Same thing with this one. Bend it up just a little and then push it down. It makes it go in so that you don't have any sharp edges in there. All right, now we can take this wire, bring it right on down. And this one's trying to cross on me. And push that right on down there. All the way down to the wire, to the wrap wires. Okay, like that. All right, now I'm going to turn it over and we're going to bring this wire here with our pliers. We're going to bend it up, but I'm going to hold this here so I can get it real good. Bend up like that. All right, then I'm going to take my flush cutters and I'm going to cut it off on a slight angle like this. And then I'm going to mash it down. right there. All right, now it's not no sharp edges on that one. Okay. Then, now we've got our catch in. This is going to be the catch. All right, we take these other wires here, and we're going to take and hold this right here, and we're going to fold them down this way. And bring in the flush cutters, and we're going to cut them a little bit past the wrap wires, just a little bit. And we're going to cut them about right there. And then take the end of the pliers and get right on them close and bend them just a little, like that there. And then we're going to lash them down. And that way there's no sharp edges on those. All right, we'll do the same thing with the other side. Hold that, bend that over, and we're going to cut it off just a little past the edge again. At about there. You can bend those over and then mash those down. All right, now let's see what we got here. That's the back part of this pendant. That's what it looks like. All right, now what we're going to do next, we're going to take this center wire and we're going to pull it out just a little bit because only one end is going to be long. We're going to pull it through, and it's round, so it should pull through pretty easy. Whoops. And now I got it pulled a little far there. Shove it back a little bit. Catch it. All right. Now we're going to take and we're going to bend one up, the long one up and over like that. I'm going to come into about the center and bend it back up. Then we're going to take the other one and bend it over like this. And we're going to pass by the side of it. And we're going to come around it like this. And we're just tying that in. Just bring that right on around. Just make it about a wrap and a half, 2 wraps there. Good enough. Okay, then we'll take the cutters, cut it off, mash that end down again. All right, then we're going to bring this up and we're going to cut it off just under this, right there. And that's what our beads are going to sit on. Okay, see what we got now? All right, that's our back. It's completed. We got a catch made. We got the bead rest made. This is what it looks like from the back. This is what it looks like from the front. We still have our 2 long wires here, the round wires. And this is going to be the front of our pendant. And okay, we'll bring in the other wires now. Let's see here, I got one twisted and one straight just to give it a little more decoration. And we're going to put those together. But first, let me grab a piece of wrap wire so I'll be ready for that. Okay, got that there. These wires here are going to be the same length as this round wire. They're 20 inches long, and they're 21 gauge square, dead soft. And they're, as you can see there, they're the same length as the round wire. All right, put the ends together, and we're going to come into the center here, and we're going to put a wrap on there. And we're going to put the twisted wire in the middle, just like this. And wrap that one up. Mash it down. Now, oh, I forgot one step here. That's all right, I can do it right now. We're just going to bend this down a little bit and back up, and bend this side out a little and back up, and that makes it come out a little as like a hinge there, like that. All right, now we're going to go ahead and wrap that, shove that up a little closer, and wrap this one up. Two wraps, three wraps, and four wraps. And let's see, we're going to make it come out on the inside, or the back side, I mean, which is, let me see here, it's back, yeah. Okay, we've got to bring this one up right here. Bend it over. Bring in the flush cutters. Cut it. And cut that one. Okay. Take the pliers and match that down. Match this one down. Now what we're getting here is looking like this. We're going to put this other wrap on this side now. It's going to go right here. Bring in this wrap wire. Put it right on the edge, bend it over. And we'll wrap that. Okay. Two wraps. And that's about three. And this one here should be about four. And we're going to bring that short piece over. Over like that. Alright, then we're going to cut that off. Let's see. Bring in the flush cutters. Cut that one off. Get around. Cut this one off. And now we're going to review it. Now let's turn it this way, it's easier. And just bring this up like this. Like that. On up. Okay. And let's see what that's going to look like here. Let's see. Okay, I need to bring this wire up a little bit. Just like that. All right. These are going to lay up just about the same as the back ones. Just like this. Like this. So you don't need to measure this one because we measured it before, so you can just hold your hand on it and bring the wires in. Get them about the same is the one on the back. I like that right there on that one. This one here, about like this. And then catch it about a ½ inch or so here and bring that back up. And bring this one back up. And we have front part, looks like it matches up pretty good. Okay. Just form it a little bit. All right. Now, next, we're going to take and we're going to make the catch where the hole that the catch fits in. So we're going to take, well, first we're going to have to wrap the bottom part of it. So let's bring in this wrap wire here. And roll that down. All right, I'll bring that right on here like so. And bring the wire up. Make sure none of the wires are crossed. Match that down. Pull this down a little bit. See, I want to get it straight. Okay. Wrap another wrap. There. We're going to put about 4 on this one, I believe. Let's see what we got here. And fix this back wire. Looks like it's got a little bump on it there. Take that out. Alright, and alright, now we got that wrapped. What we got to do next is bring the 2 little wires that's going to hold this little catch right here in. We're going to get those from the center here. Straighten these wires out. Catch these 2 center wires right here. We're going to bring them down. First, let's just go ahead and cut this off. We're through with this. Cut these wrap wires off. Let's see, I forgot to bring that one around front. Okay. Now, cut that one off, about there. Okay, now we can bring these 2 center wires down. Mash that down a little better. All right, we're going to take and I'm going to spread these just a wee bit right here. Let's see, we can cut a lot of this off, get it out of our way. All right. Take these and spread them open just a little bit, like that, and then bend them back just a wee bit, and then just mash them down like that. And close that up just a wee bit there. All right, like that. Then I'm going to take the flush cutters and I'm going to cut these on an angle. And just a little past the wrap wires, like right there, just a little past the wrap wires. And let me mash these down here. And just bend the end down just a little. Mash it down. Do the same with the other side. Bend it down and mash it down. All right. Let's see what we got so far. We got the back part all complete. Catch made on it. This center wire is going to fit right in the place we just made right there, so that it won't wobble sideways. It'll stay right. This is going to go right in between them, right in there like that. And that's going to be the catch part of our pendant. Okay. And you just push that back to open it up. All right. Let's see. I'm going to give you, put that back like that and give you a good view here. All right. That's going to be the front part. This is going to be the back part. Okay. Now we can, we need to finish up the top part here. And the way we go about that is we take another piece of wire here, and it's going to be 21 gauge, square, dead soft. And I've got much too long a piece here, but we're just going to use it. And we're going to fold it right in the center, or about the center, like this. Then we're going to take and mash these two ends together. Mash them together real close, like that. All right, then we're going to take the round nose and we're going to bring them up just a very little bit on the end there. It's not hardly enough to even see. But that's going to help hold it in there. And we're going to take this then and get a piece of wrap wire ready. And bring that in. And we're going to put this like this. Put this in here. That's going to fill in the space. And we're going to wrap that right there. Just like that. Mash it down. Now we're going to adjust this. And we're going to put this little catch back in there. And as you can see, it's not going in right now. We got to pull this up just a wee bit. And I get my two wires straight here. Got one wire crossed on me in there. Got in the way. Okay. These two wires, got to pull them up. Run your wrap wires down. Just like that. Okay, now the little catch has got to go right in there like that, and have just enough room to fit in. So now we can leave it in there. Whoops, this fell out. We didn't have enough wrap wires on it. Put this back in there like that. All right, I'm gonna wrap that back up. Mash it down good and hard. One more time. Mash it down. One more. Mash it down. And one more. All right, now let's see. We got that in there pretty good. Okay, let's go one more time. Let's make 4 wraps on that there, and end up in the back. This is the back of our pendant, so we're going to cut those off in the back. And right about there. And right here. Okay, and we're going to mash those down. Okay. Now, we got to separate these. The two in the two that went in the center is going to be the bail. These right here are going to be the little swirl we put on it. And probably the next best thing right now would be to move these forward like that. Move these like this. Bring in the bail making pliers and put a loop on it right like this. Let's use the small end, that's a little too big there. And bring that down about like that. Take these pliers, mash that in a little bit, like so. Okay, now I need a piece of wrap wire again. Bring that back in. And we're going to wrap that bail right in here like this. Good and tight. It's got to be tight. Use my chain nose. Bring that around. Mash that down again. Bring it around and get this end wire. Bring it up, bring it down. And we're going to bring it to the front one more time in there. And in there we're going to cut it off. And here you better be careful and don't cut the other wires. Just cut the one you want to cut. If I can get a hold to it, right there. And mash that down. Bring this one around. This one's a little easier now to work with. Cut it off. Mash it down. Okay. All right, this is the finished part now. I've just finished the bail, wrapping the bail. Got it all squared away here. Now we're fixing to make the swirl on the front. Everything else is complete. As you can see, it's all ready to go. And the catch is in there. All right, now we're going to take these 4 wires and get you 2 twisted ones in the center. And we're going to pull them out a little bit and get them worked out. And then we're going to take this, get them separated. And we're going to make a swirl right here. Right on top of this. Come right on around. Bring that on down. And shove these back up a little bit. All right, come right on around and we can put that right about here. See, just open this back up, get that out of the way. And put that right there and bring these wires around like this. Okay, now we can bring our cutters in and we can cut these off about right there and take each individual one and need to bend the ends in a little bit right on the end and then mash it down and get another one, bend it in, catch all of these and bend them in a little bit, twist them sideways. You gotta bring them up behind the other wire there. Right in there. Not on the lay just right. All right, there we go. 2, 3, and 4. I think that's it. All right, all in. There's no scratchy ends behind it. Now we can bring this bill back up a little bit and do a little straightening. Put the catch in. You need to tighten that catch up just a little bit, maybe. And the way you do that is you take and you bring it down just a little, and then when you put it back in, it'll fit a little tighter, like that. All right. And there we have the finished piece. We can let's put a couple of beads in it. You can use ballet beads. You can use most anything. These are just some I had laying here. There's, let me put these in and see what it looks like. Put those on there like that. And then you bring your wires up and lay them right in between that 2 little notches right there. And then you bring this up and bring this in. Okay, now if we can zoom in on that a little bit maybe. And that's our finished interchangeable bead pendant. Top's there is a little twisted, a little crooked. We'll straighten that up. There we go. All right. Okay, this is a completed pendant for your beads. And I wanted to mention that there's actually about 28 millimeters of space from the top to the bottom in here that you could, the lampwork bead here is 20 millimeters and the 2 rondels are 4 millimeters each. So you got about 28 millimeters of space there. And you could change it with any type of settings you prefer. And let me show you something else, just a little variation here. This one here holds 2 strings of beads in it. Now it's basically the same pattern and all, just a little design work different. But you got basically about 30 millimeters of space in this particular one. And the way it works is it's about the same thing. You just push the little latch open, you open it up, and you got your beads in it, 2 rows. And you take them off like that, and the 2 spacers at the bottom. And that's all it is. It's about the same exact thing, except it's just got 2 rows for the beads here, where the other one had 1. And you got a little bit different in the outline there. And it's pretty simple to make. Put these back on here, 1 on each one. This back on, this one back on here, this on here, and this, whoop, drop that one. Where'd it go? Stuck on my finger there. Oh, that one fell off now. That one back on there. Okay, then we close it back up. Close it up like that. And there you have 2 of them